right, on these next ones we're evaluating functions written in functional notation. If I'm finding f of 7, it means I'm putting 7 in, and I'm actually only working on this right side of my equation. F of 7 means I'm going to do 4 plus the square root of, and I'm going to put 7 in there, so 7 minus 2. And then I want to simplify as much as possible. So f of 7 is going to equal 4 plus the square root of 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. I can't simplify the square root of 5, so that's just going to be my answer. There's nothing else I can do to simplify that expression. If I look at the next one, I'm going to do g of negative 3, which says I'm going to do negative 3 squared plus 1 over negative 3 plus 1. So g of negative 3, so negative 3 squared is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2, so g of negative 3 is going to equal negative 5. 10 divided by negative 2 would be negative 5. And then I'm going to do my h of 2/3. Means I'm going to do the absolute value of negative 12 plus 9 times 2/3. I would have to simplify inside my absolute value first, doing the multiplication. So here 3 goes into 9, 3 times 2 is 6. Negative 12 plus 6 would be negative 6, and the absolute value of negative 6 is 6. So h of 2/3 is going to equal a positive 6 for my answer. So I'm just plugging the numbers in, simplifying as much as possible. So number 14, if I do that one, f of negative 3/4. This time I'm doing the absolute value of 16 times negative 3/4, and then the minus 17's on the outside. So 4 goes into 16 4 times, I get the absolute value of negative 12. Simplifying my absolute value, the absolute value of negative 12 is 12. 12 minus 17 would be negative 5. So f of negative 3/4 is going to equal my negative 5. G of negative 5 means I'm going to have negative 5 on top, because I just have the x up there, minus 5 subtracting negative 5 squared. Since I have to follow my order of operations, I'm going to square my negative 5 first, which is 25. So now I have negative 5 minus 25 on the bottom. So I'm going to get negative 5 over a negative 30, which simplifies into a positive 1/6. So g of negative 5 is equal to 1/6. Squeeze my h in there. Good thing it's not a very long one. H of 4. H of 4 says I'm going to do the square root of 2 times 4 plus 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So h of 4 is equal to the square root of 10. I can't simplify the square root of 10 any farther, so that's going to be my answer. And number 15, same kind of thing. So I'm going to do f of 2, so I'm going to do 4 plus the square root of 2 minus 2. Well, 2 minus 2 is 0, so 4 plus 0 is just 4, so f of 2 is going to equal 4. Not much to do to that one. G of 6. G of 6 means I'm going to do the absolute value of 3/2 times 6 minus 10. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 10 is negative 1. The absolute value of negative 1 is positive 1. So g of 6 is going to equal 1. And my h, I'm going to do h of negative 2. So negative 2 over negative 2 squared minus 10. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Negative 2 over negative 6 is a positive 1/3. So h of negative 2 is going to be equal to 1/3.